Yo, what's going on, guys? Murderbird21 back at it again with some more Black Ops 3 gameplay. And I just wanted to say this before I started this little, I don't know what you want to call it, but in this series that's been going on between the Warriors and the Cavs, which ended yesterday, I'm not going to say which team I'm supporting, but I've got to tell you, that has to be some of the worst officiating I've ever seen. Not only that, but you think about all the people that are sitting here saying things like, oh, you know, and teams never came back from a 3-1 deficit, you know, that's never happened before. And of course, LeBron James hasn't gotten his title with the Cavaliers yet. I'm seriously beginning to become one of those people that thinks the NBA is rigged. I mean, are you kidding me? They came back from a 3-1 deficit. That's never happened in history until yesterday. So, I mean, and not only that, LeBron James hasn't won his titles. That's what all the fans want. They want him to win. They want him to win a championship so he can stay the King James they want him to be. And he has not done that till yesterday. And he usually chokes till yesterday. And I gotta admit, yeah, the Warriors, they made some mistakes. They missed some shots they could have made. But come on, man. A 3-1 deficit? That's never happened in the history of the NBA. LeBron hasn't won his title with the Cavs yet. So, of course, here's the reason I think that it's rigged. Think about it. They want him to win that title that bad. And they want them to come back from a 3-1 deficit that bad. So they just made history. And LeBron just got his title that he's been looking for. And if he wouldn't have, the fans would have been so upset. They would have been so disappointed. They might have just quit watching. They might have just quit watching basketball altogether. I mean, so of course, if they didn't give the fans what they want, because that's the saying, give the fans what they want. If they wouldn't have done that, what could have happened? The fans, one, to begin with, they might not have bought any merchandise. Ticket sales might have slowed down. People watching it might have slowed down. And that's just, in my opinion, that just sounds like a setup to me. But I can't say anything. They did play good. Kyrie had a good game. And that's another thing. Why did LeBron get MVP? Kyrie played on fire for 3 games, and LeBron does good for 1 game and makes 1 free throw to win it. And they give him the MVP of the series? Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. I really just do not understand what this world has come to. This doesn't make sense. I just don't get it. But, you know, I mean, once again, I'm talking all Cavs here. On the Warriors side, look at the free throw differences. I think Cavs had like, what, 20 total free throws, somewhere around that. And the Warriors had maybe 10. And, of course, you know, the Warriors, they don't drive into the paint as much and stuff such as that. But, I mean, come on, man. You can't just give the Cavs every free throw in the game. You can't just do that. You can't just give them every foul they want. And, I mean, once again, you know, I mean, you're going to think I'm a Warriors fan. You might think I'm a Cavs fan. I don't know. I don't know why you think I'm a Cavs fan, because I'm obviously just sitting here talking about the Cavs and how they could have, you know, had a worse game or stuff like that. But on the Warriors side of it, too, I mean, they had some open shots that they missed, and the officiating was bad on them, too. Because I've seen the Warriors, they committed some fouls on the Cavs that were pretty hard, and I for sure thought the Cavs were going to get the foul. But they didn't, and that's wrong. Okay, I'm all for, you know, rough play and stuff like that, but I want the game to be fair, and I don't want the game to just be fair on one side or fair on this side. I want it to be fair on all sides. I want everybody to have an equal chance, so that way when someone wins, there's no doubt in your mind that that team just was the better team and just had a better game. But when stuff such as this is happening, you can't sit here and say to yourself, oh, you know, the team was just better, they played better. But how can you prove it? I mean, every team out there was getting fouled, or, you know, just stuff like this was going on, and nothing was being called, or too much was being called, and there's no fair games anymore in the NBA, it seems like. It just seems like every game that's being played in the NBA nowadays is all just a setup. And, you know, I'm not disappointed that the Warriors lost. I mean, sure, you know, it would have been great if they would have won their second title, and it would have been great if they won at their home stadium. I can't say that I'm not happy with I can't say I'm not happy with the Cavs winning. They played good. They played as hard as they could. But it's just, you know, I mean, it all sounds too set up to me. for me to just think to myself, oh, they just outplayed them. Because that's just difficult. To begin with, like, if the Warriors would have won, oh, well, that's great and all, but, I mean, they didn't just have it easy either. I mean, you got to think, Warriors were getting fouled, Cavs were being fouled hard, everything like that. Like the other day when Steph Curry got ejected from the game, what did he do? If someone could please comment below and tell me exactly what he did wrong, I'll pay you. Because I did not see that one where he wrapped around Kyrie and stole the ball. I mean, I'd say that's a clean steal, but I can see where the contact was on that one. But when LeBron's sitting there driving in the paint, lowering his shoulder into you like he's a football player, he's 6'8", like 250. Of course he's going to do that. But why? That's so dirty. That is such a cheap move. Do not run in the paint and lower your shoulder. That's a foul. That should just be a foul. I mean, in my opinion, that's an offensive foul. If someone runs in and lowers their shoulder into you and tries to knock you out of their way, that's a foul. That is without a doubt in my mind a foul to me. And like Steph Curry, when he ran up and did the, I'm trying to think, whenever he got that, he got the defensive foul for standing in LeBron's way and LeBron ran him over, he had his feet set. And I wish the announcers could show them this stuff, because the announcers sit there and they'll just be like, well, I don't think that's a good foul. I don't think they called that right. If they could see that kind of stuff, maybe the refs would change their minds a little bit. Maybe that's what they need to do. They need to have replays on both sides. They need to have the officials looking at it and the commentators. Alright guys, this has been Murderburger 21. I'm out.